Alright, here I am in part 2 of this video. I just went over that mobile space. Like I said, my thesis was that these stocks may be in the mode to really, potentially take over the world, I guess. But again, I live in the tactical world, so I had my tactical trade in AT&T, and small position I'll hold strategically, and we'll see what happens. Another space that I had my little strategic thesis was utilities, and as you know from the video last week, Yellen definitely threw a wrench in this whole trade on that Wednesday, but it actually bounced back very nicely. Had a nice reversal day on Thursday, and then actually was pretty strong on Friday. It did come in a bit, with the rest of the market when it by the close, but it still actually looks in pretty good shape. We'll see. I really want to see it sort of maybe consolidate up in this upper range here, and then maybe it can make a move above this 525. Stocks that we're still in is DTE. Again, nice big reversal here. Actually was up quite a bit on Friday. AEP a little bit weaker, but it's sort of in the lower end here. I'd like to see this thing start to get back up in here. We'll see what happens. Southern, actually pretty good. Nice reversal here. I'd like to see it start creeping back up into this level. Unfortunately, I was whipped out of this stock. It is what it is. I definitely had a re-entry and just had a busy couple of days there, Thursday and Friday. Couldn't really watch the market as much as I wanted to. This stock looks great. Other utilities that look really good are actually the shitty ones, the laggards. Did really well on Friday. Exelon is one. I own some of this in my long-term account. Did real well. The real shit show of the entire sector is First Energy. Had a really great Friday. I think it did get upgraded. Maybe it was Exelon that got upgraded. Something about it. It's making the turn or something. Unfortunately, Mauricio didn't tell me about it ahead of time. So these two shit stocks, the FE and Exelon, did real well on Friday and look great actually. They really broke these downtrends and really recovered nicely. So anyway, that's my utility trades still holding up. We'll see how they go this week. It's one thing to look at on these, being that they're sort of a mix of equity and bonds. Here's a chart of the 30-year U.S. Treasury, kind of in this wide range here, but holding up quite well, especially considering how everybody expects long-term rates to spike and inflation and whatever, and to be honest, the market doesn't look, looks like the rates actually, long-term rates actually want to go lower, not higher. So that's pretty interesting to note. All right, let's see here. Another stock that we've gone over is Phonar. Again, I'm a little troubled with this space. These real speculative plays, I think maybe played out. Like I said, I got out of this thing completely as it broke 20 and a half a couple weeks back. It did peak above 20 last week, but now it's back below 20, so I'm really cautious, especially if it breaks below this 18 and a half area. Again, there is some support here, and the support goes all the way down to 16. But if I bought it at 19, I'm not really a strong holder of it going down into the 16 level. Yeah, it's a loser. I just don't want to, especially since it was a winner. It's just tough for me to hold something like this. So beware on this stock, especially if it gets below this 18 and a half level. And if you want to look, I'll take a look at the IPO. There's actually an IPO ETF now, which tells you how much of a potential frothy market we may be in. The IPOs have done real well, but here, this is sort of starting to break down from these all-time highs from a couple weeks back. Again, not the worst thing strategically. This thing could come pull in maybe for another week or two or whatever, and then it may be at the point that you want to buy it, especially if it breaks above this downtrend. So in this space, some stocks this week that I'll actually look at are going to be CUDA. I was looking at this last week. It had this nice little spike, but it pulled all the way back a little more than I would want to. But I'd actually look to potentially buy this thing if it breaks above this 36.5 level, which is right here, especially if it holds these moving averages and wants to break back above. Could want to trade back to this 40 area. Again, I'm looking at it more of a tactical play, so I'm not sitting here, hey, buy this strategically. I don't even know what the hell this business does. Something, Barracuda Network, so they're probably in the cloud or some bullshit like that. So I'm just looking at this as a tactical sense. WBAI, again,
relative strength sell.
Sort of similar pattern. I'd really like to see this consolidate here for another day or two, see the market hold up, and then maybe buy it above this 46 level for a move up in here. Again, more of it on a tactical side. Go is another one of these things. Actually, doesn't look that great on Friday. Kind of petered out. But if it can consolidate in here and then get above this 24 level, maybe another move higher. Again, more of a tactical play. WWW, I think I talked about it last week. It still hasn't broken out. This is a kind of a thin stock as well. So just be careful with this one.
Relative strength sell.
But if it can get above 37.30, would be a level maybe. Want to take these highs out and make another run, but again, a lot's going to depend on what the market wants to do, because it could just assume break 36.22 and then really go to crap. So it might even be a great short, although it's probably a tough stock to borrow. Let's see here. Oh yeah, we talked about apples. Like I said, that's probably the star chart for the week to watch is Apple. One way or the other, breaking up or breaking down is going to be the play on Apple this week. So it'll be interesting to watch that. Other than that, I really don't have anything else to say. We'll see how the week develops. Maybe I'll make another quick video if something, if the market sort of shows its cards or how it wants to go, and then like I said, make a follow-up video on it. That's all she wrote. I'm sorry, one more is that bio. I think I'll go over that. It sort of broke that next level of support, which isn't, but it's holding that 260, 250 area. This is another sort of option play anyway. I'm sure either goes up and to $50 and it's a big payday, or it goes to zero and that's whatever. It was a lottery ticket. So nothing really of this interest going on here. It's sort of stuck in this range for now. It's fine. And another thing that I noticed was these drug stocks kind of got beat up on Friday, so we'll see how that if that develops at all. They've been one of the best plays so far this year, and they kind of got really weak. Bristol Myers really fell out of bed on Friday. Lilly, so we'll see if that continues. Microsoft was the stock of the week last week as far as big cap, so that thing still looks great. Intel actually in the same vein, actually broke out quite nice, kind of pulled in here on Friday. We'll see if it can get back to that 25.5 level. So keep an eye on those. And yeah, that's all I got right now. If you have any other special stocks you want to take a look at, give me an email. I'll take a look at it. All right. Have a good night.